Hey there, folks. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. And welcome to Celebrate Sausage. In this episode, we're going to be making an absolutely iconic Swedish sausage known as the potato sausage. This particular sausage was interesting because a good portion of it is actually made out of potatoes. And depending on who you ask, the potatoes are sometimes raw, sometimes the potatoes are par cooked. So what I chose to do was to take a little creative liberty with a few of the ingredients and really elevate the flavor of this sausage. Let me show you how we did it.
Let's make the potato sausage. I am really looking forward to this one. So let's just kind of overview what we're working with. We've got some lean beef. I've also got some pork belly, and then we've got some pork shoulder. And I did add a little back fat to it because the pork shoulder I'm using was a little on the lean side. Not a big deal. We're going to be cutting this up into pieces that'll fit into our grinder. And, you know, as the name suggests, potato sausage, there is a significant amount of potatoes in here. We're actually going to be using equal portions potato, beef, and pork shoulder, and the recipe link in the description box below will have all that outlined. So let's take our meats, pop them into the freezer. Let's get our potatoes ready. All right, so here we go. We've got one potato in hand, and we've got about a half an onion. And let me just warn you right now, if you're a potato sausage purist, get ready because we're about to use a little creative liberty to just really enhance the flavor of this sausage. I'm just going to slice the onion, nothing special. And when it comes to the potato, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that up into small pieces. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be roasting that potato and we're going to be caramelizing those onions. So the potato is going to get a little olive oil and into a 400-degree oven until they are nice and tender. That looks about perfect. Into the oven they go. And about 20 minutes later, this is what they look like, roasted potatoes. They are not seasoned, so you don't want to put any salt or pepper on these potatoes at this point because it could cause your potato sausage to get a little salty. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh out those roasted potatoes. And like I said earlier, the recipe has all the exact weights that you're going to be looking for. We've also, off camera, caramelized those onions. So as soon as we're done weighing those potatoes, we're going to add our caramelized onions to that. The onions are going to give us a beautiful sweetness. The potatoes are going to bring a delicious flavor and an umami element. So good. Let's look at the spices. Very simple sausage here, guys. Salt, pepper, caraway, and that's it. If you want to just go salt and pepper, you can go salt and pepper. You can add all kinds of other stuff if you want. We're going to keep it super simple, and that's it. All right, let's go ahead and just get everything ready for the grinder. The meat is chilled. We're under 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is exactly where we want to be. We want a nice, clean grind for this sausage. Now, we are going to be grinding the potatoes and onions separately, and then we're going to be grinding the meat, but everything's going to get ground through a 6mm plate. So let's go ahead and grind the potatoes and onions, and then we're going to grind the meat, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next that'll make this sausage turn out amazing. There it is. We've got our meat. We've got our potatoes and onions. I'm going to pop this back into the chiller for about 30 minutes, get that nice and chilled before we mix it. The reason I want to do that is because I don't want the potatoes to affect the texture of the sausage. I want the meat to be under 34 or around 34 when we mix it. Now, this is after a 30-minute chill. Looks great. Let's add our spices, and we're going to give this a quick mix. I'm only going to be mixing the meat portion of this first. I want to mix it till it's nice and sticky. As far as the liquid goes, you can add whatever liquid you want. I'm going to be adding some cream. That's going to give us a really nice body. It's going to give us a beautiful creamy richness, and in my opinion, it's just going to elevate this sausage overall. So we're going to mix that until our meat gets nice and sticky, at which point we're going to add our very chilled ground potato and onion mixture. The potato mixture should be a bit on the crumbly side when you add it. Watch this. See that? That's because it's been properly chilled again. If it's very smooth, almost kind of like a mashed potato, you might want to continue to chill it. So ours looks perfect. Let's go ahead and mix it. And we're at this point only going to be incorporating those two ingredients. So we're only going to mix for another 30 seconds or so. Our meat batter is incredibly sticky. It looks just about perfect. Let's go ahead and put it into a casing. We do want to go ahead and just stack that meat in there, but since I'm only making a kilo or so, I'm just going to grab the whole loaf and pop it into my sausage stuffer. I'm going to be using a 2932 hog casing from the sausage maker. These have been rinsed and soaking overnight. Little baking soda added to that water. We're just going to fill up that casing, which is going to allow it to slide onto that horn effortlessly. Now that all that's done, let's go ahead and stuff this sausage. And there we have it. That's our Swedish potato sausage. Notice when I squeeze the link, I can leave an indentation. That means it wasn't overfilled. If your sausage was overfilled, it may make it quite difficult to link your sausage. This technique of linking allows you to twist every other sausage 3 times forward. The first link, 3 times forward. Your second one gets skipped. Your third one, that's this one, 3 times forward. Your fourth one gets skipped. Your fifth one gets twisted 3 times forward. I think you get the idea. If you're making, 10 pounds of this, basically every other sausage link gets twisted 3 times forward. And there you have it. We have our beautiful links. If you happen to have any tiny air pockets, I think we had 1 or 2, you might want to prick them out. We're going to pop this into our refrigerator overnight to allow these spices to come together. And tomorrow we'll cook this up and give it a taste.
Wow, that smells like an entire meal. You're picking up the roasted potatoes, the caramelized onions. Oh, wow. Let's just go ahead and give this Swedish potato sausage a taste. This is incredibly flavorful. I mean, the roasted potatoes and the caramelized onions, I think, made a huge difference. And the mouthfeel of this sausage is interesting. It's not like our other sausages. It's actually got a smooth creaminess to it, if you can understand what that might be like. I got to tell you, this sausage is like a comfort food inside of a casing. Absolutely delicious. I think, though, the next time we make it, I'm not going to poach it. I'll probably pop it in the smoker, maybe even pop it on the pit, just to see how it changes the flavor up a bit. I bet it'll be quite nice. You're going to find a recipe link in the description box below, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a great big thumbs up, and if you're new to our channel and you like sausages, take a moment and click that subscribe button and that notification bell. You caught us at a great time because we're in the middle of a month-long series called Celebrate Sausage. We've got a brand new sausage making recipe every day this month, and I don't want you to miss a single episode. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.